Hi everyone and welcome to our video for today. It's Tuesday the 1st of June, first day of the month. As ever, I hope that you're keeping well. Hope you've had a nice bank holiday weekend. Perhaps you were able to get out and about a little bit into the lovely sunshine. I'm going to start today's video by talking about a children's programme I used to watch in the late 80s, early 90s perhaps. And it was a programme called Knightmare. Now, this is knight as in a person wearing a suit of armour and a spear. That kind of knight. Knightmare. And the premise of the programme is that 4 youngsters would embark on a quest. Now, one of the youngsters would have to wear a helmet through which they couldn't see through. And the other 3 members of the team would guide the person wearing the helmet through the adventure. So person wearing the helmet would go, right, what do we do now? And the rest of the team would guide them. Right, walk forward, they would say, stop, turn to your left, walk forward, bend down, go through the arch, etc. So the team had to guide, as I say, the adventurer on his quest. And just thinking about the person wearing the helmet, stepping out on this adventure and then needing constant guidance from the team, aren't they, as they make their journey, their ongoing journey, past the various tricks and traps and creatures that would await them on their quest. And I just got thinking about this as I thought about how our relationship with God is when we step out on a journey or a quest with Him, about how we need to have His ongoing guidance in our lives because we can't necessarily see the way forward. So stepping out on a journey, it's really important that we keep the conversation up with God. We don't say, right, God, let's step out on this journey, and God goes, yes, fine, let's step out, and then you stop talking or listening to God. It's ongoing. We have to keep it up in whatever journey in life that we are taking, listening to Him, being guided by Him. You may remember in the last video I talked about how Joshua was about to enter the promised land. He was about to lead the people of Israel into the promised land, and God had said to him, be strong and courageous, for I am with you. Anyway, there's a funny little incident that happens a few chapters later where, well, Joshua and the leaders of the Israelites, they kind of stop talking to God and they get caught out by it because there's a people called the Gibeonites who fool the Israelite people. The Gibeonites come to Israel for protection, and that's for a relationship to be built up between the Israelites and the Gibeonite people so that the Israelites could protect the smaller nation, the Gibeonites. But the Gibeonites make out that they've travelled miles and miles and miles. They've faked it. They're con artists. You know, they make out that their food is all mouldy and that their clothes are tattered and torn and their wineskins are old and ripped. But they faked it all. They actually live just up the road. So they've, really conned the Israelite people. And this is a verse that kind of reveals to us why the Israelites have been conned. So the Israelite leaders partook of their provisions and did not ask direction from the Lord. And Joshua made peace with the Gibeonites, guaranteeing their lives by a treaty, and the leaders of the congregation swore an oath to them. So the Gibeonites were successfully able to pull the wool over the eyes of Joshua, simply because Joshua didn't take the time to turn to God and ask for his guidance. What should I do with these Gibeonite people? So just a nice little scriptural reminder for us that as we step out on a journey with God, it's important that we keep the conversation up with God and that we allow ourselves to be guided by Him. So there we are. That's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.